My son and puberty. The idea of discussing puberty with your child can be confronting, and as a parent, you may feel apprehensive about addressing the topic. You may even feel like you want to delay or avoid talking about the topic altogether, and this is completely normal. Sometimes as parents, we don't want our babies to grow up, or maybe you just don't know how to address the topic, or you're waiting for the right time. Talking to your child about this doesn't have to be uncomfortable, and there are ways we can support and guide our children through this inevitable part of life. What is puberty? Puberty is the developmental process we all experience as we transition from childhood to adolescence and then eventually adulthood. It's a lifetime of physical and emotional changes crammed into months or years. Puberty is commonly marked by rapid growth spurts, changes to the sexual organs, and hair where it never used to be. How do boys experience puberty? The first changes of puberty occur in the brain, with the production of hormones. For this reason, it's hard to pinpoint the start of puberty, but as a guide, puberty commonly starts in boys generally around 11 to 13 years old. The onset of puberty is different for every child and could potentially start as early as 9 and as late as 14 years old. The entire process of puberty could last anywhere from 18 months up to 5 years, and anything within this range is normal. At the onset of puberty, boys may first notice the growth of his penis and testicles, including the growth of pubic hair at the base of the penis. The scrotum will also begin to redden and thin. The following years will see your son grow underarm hair, and he'll have a growth spurt with his chest and shoulders broadening and development of muscle throughout the body. Growth of his limbs and torso may not happen at the same pace, and for a while, he may even appear lanky and out of proportion. Your son may develop acne, and the area around his nipples may potentially swell a little. Don't be alarmed, it's not a sign he's growing man boobs, it's perfectly normal and should resolve itself in a few months. As your son's Adam's apple develops, his voice will break, with his voice changing in pitch as he talks, going from high to low. His voice will eventually deepen because of this process. He will start to sweat more and may need to be encouraged to bathe more frequently or use antiperspirant. Your son will begin to grow facial hair and may need to start shaving if things get out of control. The increased production of testosterone will increase sexual feelings and desires that result in involuntary erections. He may also experience wet dreams where he unconsciously ejaculates in his sleep. Most boys will stop growing and reach adult maturity by 18 to 20 years old. What are the things I need to know when talking to my son about puberty? Along with understanding the physical changes that will occur, changes in your son's brain will affect his social and cognitive functions. He will develop the ability to think abstractly, set goals, learn how to problem solve, and make decisions. He will test boundaries and will desire independence from his parents. Socially, his friends will become more important to him, and their acceptance is everything. During puberty, the body has different needs and will likely see an increase in appetite. It's important to encourage healthy eating and daily exercise to support his body physically and nutritionally. Teenagers may also have disturbances, and their sleep patterns may change. You may find he sleeps in longer and stays up later. Children going through puberty need more sleep than they did before, and it's good to encourage healthy sleep schedules to allow your child to get good quality sleep. When is the right time to discuss puberty with my son? Instead of having the talk, introduce the basic concept of puberty in small doses to your son prior to his 9th birthday. The earlier, the better. Once the physical changes start to occur, then you may find he doesn't want to hear it. He may shut off from you in search of his independence, or he could feel embarrassed about changes that have started to happen to him already. Early exposure normalizes puberty as something everyone goes through, even looks forward to. A child that understands that puberty changes are a completely normal part of life grows up better adjusted and less likely to have self-esteem and guilt issues. Children who are less informed may experience feelings of shame or embarrassment and withdraw from their parents. Keeping communication lines supportive, informative, open, and honest will help your son understand what's happening to him as it happens. If he has any questions or concerns, he'll be more likely to come to you to help to guide him through the process. Puberty is a confusing and difficult time, but you can make it easier by informing, understanding, relating, and providing a safe, supportive outlet for any questions your son may have. Armed with knowledge, you can help raise a confident, well-adjusted young man.